Big Ten matchup. Michigan is going on the road to face the Hoosiers. And it's the baddest, greatest, awesomest form of the Hoosiers that we've seen in a long time. 9-0. They're 14-point favorites here. What good reason do I have to stop betting on Indiana now? And I'm talking about this from a betting perspective. I mean, this team covers every single week. The over/under is set at 48.5. That tells you right there, double digit spread with a over/under that's under 50. This is Vegas telling you that Michigan doesn't stand a chance in this football game. Um, I absolutely like Indiana to cover this thing again. This team is, if not the most, one of the most consistent teams in the country. There's no reason to bet against them right now. Michigan, while I did see some things, let me just say, uh, Davis Warren this past week made some throws that were pretty unbelievable in that
Yeah.
Oregon game. Now, it was covered up by the fact that Oregon totally spanked that ass. But let me tell you something. There was some throws that it was like, okay. And this guy don't need his feet set either. That was kind of the weird part. I always watch quarterbacks' feet. Something, that drives me crazy about Carson Beck right now. Every time he throws a bad throw, his feet are moving right
Hmm.
now. And it tells you something about these quarterbacks. Davis Warren, his feet moving was more of on design, right? Rollouts, things like that, move the pocket. That's not the case with Carson Beck, so maybe that was a bad comparison. But um, I was impressed. I thought there was a little bit of a half a page turned, I guess you could say. We'll see if it translates over to this game. Curtis Rourke made his return at quarterback for Indiana this past week. Wore a glove on the hand. Seemed fine enough to me, Mason. This team just kept marching along. What do you think about this game?
Well, I think I think Michigan's got to run the football somehow against Indiana. They've kind of been back and forth between Khalil Mullings and Donovan Edwards. Alex Orji, obviously, I think that they're actually using Alex Orji pretty effectively. They're keeping defenses on their toes. Not really. They're passing just enough when Orji is in to make the defense kind of second guess. If it's run or pass that's coming at them. So I think for a two quarterback system, this one is somewhat effective. Now it definitely wasn't early in the year, but they found a passer in Davis Warren who could kind of be a little bit of problematic and a little bit of a thorn in the side of the Hoosiers this weekend. Colston Loveland, though, is kind of your only pass catcher, and I think that's what really limits this Michigan team and this Michigan offense. When you're only going to the tight end, it just limits things completely. I mean, Samaj Morgan was supposed to be, some great receiver. He hasn't really lived up to the billing. So I feel like with Michigan's offense, they're just extremely limited, a little bit one-dimensional as a run-first team. But they know going into this football game that they're going to have to pass the football. I think that they will have some pretty good packages for Indiana in this football game. They're at this point in the season, Michigan is playing upset. And nobody would have expected Michigan to be playing upset against Indiana in this football game, but that is very much so the case. Indiana has looked phenomenal all year long. It doesn't matter who they're facing. They absolutely throttled a Nebraska defense that I would say is pretty comparable to Michigan's at this point in the season. They absolutely throttled Michigan's little brother in Michigan State, who probably has a better defense than Michigan at this point in the season as well. Now you got to go face Big Brother. Big Brother hadn't been too good here as of late, but I do think Michigan is a better all around football team than Michigan State. Look, Michigan could win this game. I wouldn't put it past Michigan to kind of come in and just play a little bit more physical. But Indiana has looked phenomenal all year long. I have no reason to bet against them at this point in the season. Curtis Rourke has looked absolutely phenomenal. Had he not gone down with the injury, I think he is a Heisman finalist by the end of the year with the season that he's had. I really like the Hoosiers in this one. I think that they win. I think on the Thursday betting show I might have them pick to win and cover even. They play for 4 quarters. I mean, in this past week, I guess that's not a great example. They didn't put up any points in the first quarter, but there was no quitting them. They didn't go up big and then just sit down. They kept scoring, and I really like the composure that this team has. Could be tested in this one a little bit, but I like the Hoosiers to win and win big.
Yeah, join us Thursday. We've got a betting show every single Thursday night, and this Indiana will certainly make an appearance on the betting show because I've been betting on Indiana every single week, and they're a sure thing for a win. But we appreciate you watching the First and Long College Football Show. If you're a Michigan fan, if you're an Indiana fan, we hope that you'll come hang out with us again, and we hope you'll consider hitting that subscribe button and hit that like button so other fellow Big Ten fans and college football fans alike can help. You can help them find our channel here at First and Long and come help out building the most awesome community in college football amongst YouTube. We certainly would appreciate it. Good luck this weekend.